Do not let the efforts of somebody else or some other force, thing, corporate structure, whatever, impinge upon that sense of purpose that you already have. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is your full moon Gods at Play reading for the full moon in February in Leo. Normally I would ask you to ask a question before the reading, which you could do, but there's a different way to look at these readings. This is an introductory blurb. It will be the same on all of the signs. There'll be a timestamp down below to get past it, because the reason being, you should watch more than one. I would advise watching your sun, moon, and rising sign, and maybe through the filter. For your sun, the who you are. For your rising, who you're becoming. For your moon, how you're feeling or how your feelings will be affected. Now, what I will have is a spread of the gods that are pressing down upon you, suppressing you, dividing you from you and your higher purpose, and the gods that are lifting you up and giving you the support and propelling you all on your higher purpose. Now, the full moon in Leo, according to some of the astrologers I've been watching, is all about taking a stand, standing up, declaring your power. We've got a lot of, not opposition, but challenges that are in the skies at the moment. So this full moon is all about giving ourselves the opportunity to face those challenges head on. So if you don't know what your moon or rising signs are, by the way, there's a link down in the description. Press through that, you go through, get a free birth chart, and that can give you quite a lot of insight. Okay, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Pisces, as I read these, the full moon is in full swing. It peaks later tonight, so sorry that these readings are very, very slightly late. There's an interesting selection of characters as the gods and forces that are opposing and uplifting you at the moment. Standing between you and your higher purpose or providing challenges for you, we have Ganesha with obstacles, Pele with purpose, Diti with revenge, Hemera with rebirth, and Epimetheus with carelessness. Standing alongside you, working with you, we have Eros with love, Jeanne d'Arc, or Joan of Arc, with faith, Grabankex, I still don't know how to pronounce it, with wrath. My apologies to her. Prometheus with sacrifice, and Iris with messages. So, there's a lot going on here. Your path is frustrated at the moment. There are obstacles in your path which have been placed there. There's two types of obstacles in your path. There are those that have been placed to direct you in the right direction, and there are those that have been placed by someone who is causing trouble and trying to seek revenge, unless you are in a position where you are trying to seek revenge yourself. But I don't think you are. Diti is one of the gods that are pressing down upon you, and in response we have the lady whose name I cannot pronounce, but the Haitian goddess of wrath, of the storm, of wind, of the earthquakes. It is her who issues the natural disasters, but she issues the natural disasters when things have been disrespected. The other interesting thing with Diti is that she wanted to have a son who would be more powerful than Indra, because Indra had slain her other sons, her other children, but he sent down a lightning bolt and splintered her fetus into 49 beings. So if the number 49 is something to that danger will Robinson danger if you see the number 49. But also it's that your efforts are being fractured by the actions of somebody else. But you have to be careful that in your possibly righteous anger against them, that you are not careless. I think to a certain extent, you should stand back and trust that this will sort itself out, because your purpose is undergoing change at the moment, because there wouldn't be so many obstacles being put in your way for good or for ill. And I get the feeling that they are for both good and ill. There's the revenge aspect, but Ganesha, when all said and done, Ganesha is a god of luck. And even in opposition, that is a trying to steer you along in the right path. Pele with purpose, she's a volcano goddess. And I'm feeling that a sense of purpose may be burning up in the light of the trouble that you're getting right smack bang in the middle of this reading. Rebirth is on offer, but again, not yet. It's not time for the rebirth yet. If you have the rebirth right now, it's too calculated, it's too planned, it's too plotted, it's too structured. You're not allowing the good obstacles to do their work. Yes, because the obstacles, some are there to provide healing for you, whereas others are there to see if you will gird yourself for war. You don't need to gird yourself for war. You need to be careful in how you act, but not have the rebirth right now. Stick with those things that you already have faith in. Do not let the efforts of somebody else or some other force, thing, corporate structure, whatever, impinge upon that sense of purpose that you already have, because where that revenge is coming from, there's they will face their own challenges. Let's put it that way. You know, there's that which you send out comes back to you threefold. But focusing on the loving aspect, focusing on the trust and the responsibility. Eros is not just about the erotic side of love, although that's what he's known for. It's about the trust that is built up in a relationship, the responsibilities that people have. If you are to love yourself, you are to have responsibilities to yourself. You have to trust that what you have been doing is correct and that what you are doing is correct. And just because you can unleash storms and hurricanes doesn't necessarily mean that you need to unleash all of them. A carefully placed word, a carefully placed statement, a careful action where you are careful as in not careless, because you will be shown where you can act, and you have to figure out and work out, is this worth it? There are many actions that will, I was half expecting that to be the Seven of Cups. There are many actions that will offer you that being able to eradicate where this sense of revenge or vengefulness is coming for you. But no, you declare what is your space, what is your kingdom, and you look for a new beginning with that. This is Aries, the god, with Aries, the ram, you know, extra I, as the emperor. Aries, the ram, is representing that whole new beginning. So, yeah, if you are unleashing a storm, then it is a scorched earth policy, and you are walking off and walking away, and you are sacrificing what you need to do to bring the change in. But remember, have faith that your rebirth will come in time. You will have messages, you will have guidance towards that rebirth. It's not necessarily one that's going to happen as the day, as the dawn rises. You know what I mean? It's not going to be one day. This is more of a slow process, but there is an end to torment coming. So that's not a bad thing. What this person is attacking and their attack is something that's quite delicate, and maybe it doesn't need looking after. If what they are attacking doesn't need looking after and it falls over, it will also destroy their attack in the process. That's an interesting thing. But beware of binding yourself to burdens, saying, no, this is my purpose. No, your purpose is changing. There's a whole new yeah, there I go doing the traditional tarot reader. There's a whole new beginning, but there's a new start coming for you where you are more in charge. So you can accept the news that is brought to you and let that have faith that you are heading in the right direction rather than I want an instant rebirth right now, because it ain't as simple as that. So this card is wanting to come out. Knave of Wands, yes, a little bit of peace, a little bit of quiet, a little bit of slowly moving forward, but taking in all the news that comes to you once all this central bit is out of the way and done with. Okay, so if this means anything to you, Pisces, and being a Pisces, I'm going to rewatch this video because I think it does for me. But if it does mean anything to you, comment down below, press subscribe while you're there. Your next reading is the waning moon reading, and then on Wednesday, Mars passes the galactic center, so I will be issuing my, I love this title, Martian Galactic Downloads. Okay, good luck.